I'm about to run down on you, Lil. No, man.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at
Steam to let
Lambeau
off.
Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cameron Latu from a yard out. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fighting his way through contact. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6.
Sticking with Walker on second down. In here to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs, it's a big...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. The slot man in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On third down, it's Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Second and 9. Back to throw, Purdy. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Mitchell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. This will be caught at Samuel. A really good pickup of 28 yards. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Smith. And this one is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at the 20. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Gino on 1st down. Throw out one, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
When they're operating in plus territory here, they're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. Draymond Jones. He's the one that drops in this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Seahawks 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. And he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Flush to his right. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he fields it cleanly. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Now Purdy. Finding Gray on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down and 8. Purdy tosses out wide, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 21 yards away. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 18-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And that's good for another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Smith on first down. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 42 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Myers can
I ran man and gave you that touchdown, bro. Like, come on.
21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
A gain of 21 yards.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line. Purdy now to throw. Open man and send. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. They go play action here. Purdy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
Here's Smith. Open. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Rick Woolen in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the ball.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Gray. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. Touchdown! Cameron Latu. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Niners 48, Seahawks 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Oh, let me get the ball back.
Here comes 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works best.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is first and 10. Here's Smith. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Here's second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Smith's going to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust, because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
From the 50, here's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Running on first down, Eckler. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The second down throw now from Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First and 10, it's Pierce. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 6. Pierce takes it straight ahead. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
65 cat. Ready.
Now here's Stroud on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Pierce now up the middle. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand,
He almost kept going right there.
Script. You go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run here with Pierce, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Ready!
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Yeah, I hear you, bitching.
Up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And fights through one man. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Herbert. He's got another one to Johnston. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
5-9, 5-9. 12.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They may want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Yo.
On the ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go?
Blocking
Are
in,
you
man.
loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
60 Eagles, 60.
Pierce gets this one running right. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second Pirate.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Viking 18.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. This will be caught at about the 3. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Go.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Ready.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Stroud looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Okay.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Come on.
Here's 3rd and 6.
60 Vikings. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let go.
Now Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the...
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
They're able to pick up the first. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A run for Pierce out of the gun. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
60 Maverick. 19 Lions. Ready.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know in this spot they have to be thinking to themselves, let's go ahead and go for it right now. We don't know if we'll get another opportunity. But if you trust your defense at all, you kick the field goal and maybe have one more shot later.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan from 6 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert now. Allen's got it complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Running on first down, Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's
on the ball, Lil.
It's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going.
Man, you know the game was a game of inches, no diddy.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bob, go.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Three.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down at 4 now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And Stroud now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On the set.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Pierce. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's 1st down. Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Oh, man. Late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. Now Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Herbert going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if that.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Herbert to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. We talk about making winning plays. That is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.